The Amherst County Planning Commission held a workshop on October 30th, 2025 and discussed changes to the county's home occupation regulations. These changes were then put into an ordinance form, which can be found within your packet. A little bit of a backstory about how this got here. An individual approached the Office of Community Development to set up a hair gallery shop at her house by appointment only. The way our current home occupation regulations read for residential districts is that you can have no employees or no customers come to your property. In staff's opinion, I would say Amherst County has one of the more stringent home occupation ordinances within our surrounding area, which would include Appomattox, Campbell County, City of Lynchburg, Bedford, and Nelson. First few pages of the ordinance that you see before you are really the permitted uses that can be found within our residential and certain districts. And we struck language that indicates so long as home occupations are permitted, so long as the following criteria are met. No outside storage, no signage, no employees or customers may come to the property, no increase in neighborhood traffic or change in the traffic may occur. That has been stricken from our residential areas to read that are in accordance with section 905. And that will lead me into really the bulk of the ordinance change that is before you. The first major change is to the intent statement, in which this provides more clarity for staff as well as your citizens, indicating what type of home occupations may be allowed. I'll just read a few. Professional offices for certified, ordained, licensed, or registered professions, such as architects, draftsmen, attorney at law. This also would include massage therapists, physicians, artists, craftsmen, and things of that nature. Moving on to the general requirements for home occupations, this is where a majority of the changes are happening. The first is to item number 2, in which there's a proposed change: no more than one non-resident person hired for the performance of off-premise services rendered by the home occupation may come to or park at the premise at any one time. As it currently stands, no one working for let's say you've got a home occupation for a law and care business, and it's you and your buddy doing that job, you would have to meet John Smith out on site. This proposed change would allow John Smith to come to that house in conjunction with the home occupation shall be conducted before 7 a.m. or after 10 p.m. that adversely impacts or disturbs adjoining property owners. So for example, if it was a draftsman that's drawing up building plans, them working on their computer would not adversely affect the general public. Or 500 square feet, whichever is smaller, of the floor area within the main building. The commission has proposed to you all that the home occupation within the main dwelling shall not occupy more than 40% or 1,000 square feet, whichever is smaller, of the floor area within the main building. And the second special requirement is regarding if it's located in an accessory structure such as a garage. Our current ordinance does not allow for that accessory structure. The home occupation cannot take up more than 1/3 of that accessory structure, and the proposed change indicates that it can't take up more than 1/2 the area size of the main dwelling.